I've only got the 2 streams this week, so this is it for the rest of the week. You're consuming a nutrient-based meal. I'll let you consume a meal, and then we'll go do trade. And I think I need to give them gifts. Yeah, they're at 33, so I got to give them some stuff. I've just been playing Zomboid lately. Oh yeah, nice. I was semi looking forward to playing like Zomboid this week, and then I realized I'm like, I don't have a Friday stream, and I'm like, I've already got like Monday planned out for random game night, so I'm like, no Zomboid this week. Huge colony. It got late game. It got bored. Oh yeah, in Zomboid or something else. How do you do like a colony in Zomboid? I'm trying to keep up. Hold on, let me have some water. I should be drinking a bit more water. I got a bit dehydrated before I started. Also, I forgot to change over my outfit for Minty. Hold on. There we go. I did not forget. We get there eventually. So much better. I meant for RimWorld. Oh yeah. That's fair, that makes more sense. Yeah. The Colony Zomboid sounds fun though as a multiplayer thing. I've seen some people do like, you know, groups and communities and stuff like that in Zomboid. I've seen like a few different playthroughs and stuff as well that kind of dabble in it as well. It's pretty interesting. Why is there a horse in here? Because the cooler is broken. We'll probably have to fix that at night time if that's the case. Well, to catch us up on what's going on with my RimWorld is we still have starvation, and we have added in nutrient paste thingies to see if that will help a little bit. It sort of is. Like they are kind of like doing a better job of like making a few little paste meals for themselves, which means we are actually have like a little bit of surplus. Like we've got some actual stuff in storage now. Beaver's also setting shit on fire in the storage room, so that's not helping and stuff at all. Winter's mate, I was gonna get you to clean the kitchen, but I might get Hank to do it. You ever do any Zomboid multiplayer groups like that? No. I don't multiplayer Zomboid. Generally speaking, I don't really multiplayer mini games. Like I used to play 7 Days to Die with some friends and stuff like that. But like in truth, I don't really have like a lot of like free time to play games and stuff. And I'm not awake at the same time as like friends and family and my partner and stuff. And I'm not really that interested in playing with like randoms and stuff. Like it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, in generally speaking, as a woman on the internet, like my experiences playing with like random people that I don't know have generally been pretty shit. So I don't enjoy that. Hey Keelan, I see you peeking. What are you doing? Have you got your power back? I think you said the other day that you got your power back and stuff after like 31 hours. Is it stable again or what? I will kill that stallion as soon as it joins. Chocolate, lynx meat, potatoes, or rice or whatever. I don't need the chem fuel. I do need the components. We need some shit to repair some stuff with. What else? Hope. I could buy them some books. It's not like that's an issue. I still have like a shit ton of clothes I'm still trying to sell off at this point. I guess they're coming out of all their winter stuff as well, now that I've removed some of it. Mind you, they've got shit that they should really be smelting and stuff, but I have enough steel, it should be fine. You know? It's mostly stable since then. Nice. Very nice. I wish I could say the same for my RimWorld colony, but yeah. Stability has not been its thing recently. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, no, we've been trying to like stabilize their food and shit. Also, wherever lasagna is, I do have to give them gifts. So, and this horse needs to be slaughtered, just straight up, no choices. You, I need to get back in and do another trade so we can give gifts. Gifts. Hey, Waver. Where the fuck you been? What are you up to? I think we're on gifts page. Maybe? No. This is still selling. Hold on. Is it still selling? This should be gifts. Cheese?
Cheese.
Terrible. I can't tell which fucking side of the thing. Oh no, it is off for gifts. Okay, cool. Sorry. It was just, it had like a moment, and ironically I could offer them the horseback, but I want its meat. What have you been up to, a Waver? You done your teeth? 14,000. I could do steel, leather. I could give them a mixed bag of stuff. We could give them like 500 of that. They're on like 33, so I do have to give them like a bit of stuff. We're up to 27. I have like another 500 of that. 5,000. They can have 5,000. And maybe we take it back a bit. And let's try like 300 of that. That's 35. That's getting up to about 60. So they can take like all of that shit. Take all of this. Take all of that. That. I didn't even notice like the wool count here. But yeah, that's getting up there. And about 70 odd. 700 odd. Okay. So that'll take them up to like 80-ish. Might as well take that as well. And probably give them about 400 of that. What? That is way too much. I said 400. That's 59. I could probably give them a little bit more. I'm just trying to give my allies just like enough to kind of make them up around like the 90s odd. Pretty close enough. Okay. Alright, lasagna, I'm gonna need... You can't do hauling, that's right. Alright. I will need you to probably tell them to go away though. So I need you to come back here and just tell them to dismiss because I have another trader coming. What is it? Went to a dentist, worked more avatars and dynamics for Pixel Game. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, how'd you go with the dentist? Because like, I know the last time you went it was not a good experience and stuff. Was it any better this time, or have you got like a different dentist and stuff? Because it's been like a hot minute, but I do recall like the last time you went was like not a nice time. I might grab Tranker maybe to do some hauling. After they have a sleep, maybe I'll get them to bring in. You can't do hauling. It's pretty fun. I've missed the stream yesterday, and Twitch did not even bother notifying me that I'm about to lose my watch streak. I thought it like tells you. I thought it gets all up in like your business about it. Can you haul that? I know that Panther wants to eat it, but it's not hauling it right now. Because I've had it before. I had to turn off my notifications for that because it was so excessive. Was like, oh my god, you watch this person and now you're gonna lose your streak. And I'm like, let me live. Let me have free time. You know, now it's eating the chocolate. Oh my god. Okay, it's not supposed to probably eat that. Anywho, there's not much I could do about that. Crucia, mate, can you do hauling? Maybe? Sorry, my Panther, I told it not to eat the meat and it turned around and ate all the fucking chocolate, so nobody's gonna have recreational stuff. So I guess kind of like a fuck me situation with that. I had that coming. What else? I think that it's the dentist was a lot nicer this time, a lot more patient. Nice. I also do think that you would have also had a lot more progress than like the last time they saw you. So the, like anything that like, you know, you're saying that like you're brushing your teeth and stuff like that, it would have been obviously visible and stuff, you know, with like the amount of time that you've done it over like the last couple of years and stuff, you know. So lazy yesterday, slept through almost the entire day and then waking up a couple of times to take meds. Oh yeah. So yeah, it notified me like 4 times about how I'm about to lose my 5 stream streak in another channel. I guess because like you're not the only person that lost it. If you did lose it, I have a couple of people that have apparently lost their streaks this week, which is wild because like, yeah, I know that while I still stream at like the consistent-ish time, right, at like the 10 until 2 a.m. and stuff, because I've spent so much time taking off doing like work on my avatar and stuff, it has been hard for people to know exactly when I will be streaming, right? So like I have been trying to say it in Discord. I've been trying to say it on Blue Sky. Occasionally I've also been making like the community posts on YouTube. I forgot this week because there was like 2 days. I'm like, I don't really want to bother YouTube for that. Like you watch it all like you won't kind of thing. I don't know how like YouTube, I can't notify people easier. I can't just notify my followers on YouTube. That's the thing I don't like, is if I make a post, it tells everybody, unless they're like members, in which case if they're members, like they have to be members to be able to see the notification, and even then I think it still previews it and stuff. So it's a very weird situation. I know you're still cleaning fire foam and stuff. I'm still trying to get this place cleaned up. I know you're going off to rest. I'll get you clean in the morning. See how it goes. But yeah, no, it kind of sucks. There's a couple of people that like lost their streaks this past week, and like I try not to be obviously inconsistent and stuff, but at the same time, obviously not doing like the same 4 days every week and stuff does kind of make it a little bit more challenging for you guys to know exactly which days I'm there, because it's not the same day for everybody. I mean, it sounds like it's easier and stuff, but it's like my Monday is some people's Sunday, you know. That's just how time zones work. So like when I'm like relatively consistent about it, you don't really have to think about it. I'm just there. If you miss Monday, you get Tuesday kind of thing. If you miss Tuesday, you know, you come back on Thursday and stuff, you know. Makes it a bit easier. Also, I've got rolling blackouts again, which means I don't have sufficient power, which means that I can't use the extra grow rooms that I've got. Mind you, it is nearly night time. So I think I'm moving all of this forwards, and I can't take it out just yet, but I can't put in more yet either. The only thing I could do is put it up along the sides. That's literally the only thing I could do along here. Also, I think that one's still mining. Consistently managed to wake up exactly by the end of your stream, or 1 hour later. Also, yesterday I did finish stream early because I finished Grizz like at like midnight, and I had technical issues when I went to start stream. So when I went to start stream, I like had to fuck off for like 20-30 minutes to sort out like audio issues, because I didn't realize I had like 2 more USB ports just die. So because of that, like I didn't start, like I started on time, but I wasn't actually like live talking kind of thing. And then I finished early, and I was planning tonight to go like a little bit longer because obviously like, yeah, I stopped early yesterday. But I also, when I hit go live tonight, I immediately got like really fucking sick. So I ended up like in the bathroom with my Crohn's, being like really sick for a while. So that was not great. But there was also nothing I could do about that. So it was unfortunate, but it happened. I'm going to probably put some solars down here. My only problem is I can't fully mirror them upwards because I do have rock formation on this top half. But I can go up until a certain point. I just want to, I know this is going to use more components, right? But I do want to cram in a few more of these to the best ability I can, because we kind of need more electricity. And I know that one type of electricity isn't going to like solve the issue. I think that fits to there. I have got other types of electricity running in the base, but it's just not also efficient. It's not enough. Like I've got these, the chem fuel powered, and we've got like wood stove stuff in here as well. I didn't mean to put like so many up here, but this is working for the moment. I don't know if this is going to cook this room though. I'm going to find out. This has stopped the animals coming through though. So yeah, I'll see if we can have, that looks sort of like, no, that's temperature. I want to see rooftop. So I got to throw a roof down on this. But yeah, no, I was thinking about it like earlier tonight, and I'm like, I do hope that like the inconsistent times that I've been streaming and stuff has not been like, you know, causing too many people to just like not know when I'm streaming and stuff, because I don't want that. I don't want there to be like confusion about when I'm going to be live and shit. But at the same time, I know that Oh no, I've got these popped as well. I also know that at the same time I've kind of got like, you know, I'm being productive with the rigging and shit, so that is being useful at the moment. I'm going to put these back on here. I know that they're popped for the moment, but I just don't see the point in leaving them popped, because like when we had the cold snap, I probably didn't even close these. I don't know. I keep missing your streams. How many times when I really want to relax and watch and listen to you play? Is that missing them because like I'm not live at the time, or missing them because like schedule conflicts with the ability to like sit down and watch them and stuff? Because like I'm sorry if it's like on my end, because yeah, I have taken off a lot of time so far this year. Schedule. Oh yeah, I've taken off like a lot of time this year to do rigging and stuff, and I'm trying to stay pretty consistent with it. I also just got the RAM upgrade as well that I desperately needed. It turns out I wasn't using 32.6 gigs, I was using like 38 something gigs, which is why my PC was crashing so fucking hard, because I couldn't even fucking register the amount of RAM I was actually using. So yeah, that is why. But I've got like 3 days this week, and yeah, I'll probably do like significant stuff this week, which is nice. If you look, meow stream, no worries, Keelan. And yeah, I'll catch you next week, Keelan, because there'll be no more streams this week. But yeah, I kind of find there's also like a lot of people have got like the time zone changes and stuff, because a lot of people have got daylight savings and stuff change over. So at the moment I'm finding like there's not a lot of like regular conversation and stuff, which has been like a little bit of a bummer and stuff, because like obviously I love talking to you guys and whatever, but yeah, I understand like a lot of people are tired, a lot of people are busy, a lot of people just, you know, aren't catching me when I'm live, or like, yeah, some people, if you take a break and stuff, some people just come back and they're not really sure what to say, or like, you know, what's going on and stuff. So I understand like coming back and having a lurk and whatnot. I said I have never done rigging before, but making avatars is hard. Yes, and also if you're experienced, probably no. Where am I supposed to lurk for the rest of the week? Keelan, I don't know. Discord, maybe? How am I supposed to fulfill my lurking addiction? Look, I really wish that I was in a position where like my streams were like the 4 days a week again, so that you guys could like be here with me 4 days a week and I could spend time with you 4 days a week. But at the same time, I am appreciating the fact that like, because I am working on my avatar every week, I am not having such a massive like gap of trying to remember what I did last, trying to remember how I did what I did last, and then doing like more of what I needed to do and stuff. So it is really good. And like I said, if I just go really hard at it for a while earlier on this year, hopefully it will result in later in the year normalizing back to some like normality kind of stuff. So that is the plan. It's just like do more now instead of sporadically over a longer period of time and stuff, because like I would like her to be finished. I would like you guys to be able to see her. Like I said, I have got like, you know, sneak peeks and shit in like tier 2 fucking subs for Twitch to Discord, Patreon and fucking YouTube memberships and stuff as well. So if you guys want to see them, you can. But yeah, as for like the question about the rigging and stuff, a waiver, I think it really just depends on what you're trying to do. Like I am starting novice, don't really know anything of how to do rigging. Like I didn't know how to make like basic art mesh or what that was, parameters, keyframes, none of that shit, warp deformers, none of that crap. Like that's like speaking another language to me, right? When I started, I've watched literally like hundreds of tutorials, thousands of hours of like, you know, learning material. I've followed along to this stuff for like also hundreds of hours as well. Like it's been a long, like a lot of effort and stuff, but also some of the stuff that I'm doing, I can't even find tutorials for it. I have to just fucking figure it out. Like some of it I got stuck on because I don't have a tutorial for what I need to do, but I know I've seen it done and I know it's possible to do, but nobody's fucking giving up the goose, you know? So I'm like trying to sit there and fuck around with settings until I get the right one. And then, yeah, I get it and then I move past it and stuff, you know? And that's nice. But like sometimes that takes me like a day, like I waste a day trying to fiddle with it and stuff. But like on the flip side, I'm also probably technically not making just one avatar. Most people make an avatar that has one hair color, one outfit, maybe a few expressions and stuff like that. I think you guys kind of know from like with my avatar, hold on, you know, we've got like a few different hold on, I've clicked on the same one a couple of times there. We got a few different variations and stuff, and then of course like I've got my alt form as well and stuff. So I mean, it's not just straightforward with my avatar, and working out how to make that shit all work together is, yeah, difficult. Because, yeah, not a lot of people do that shit, you know? So I'm so excited to see the big reveal once you finish all designing and rigging. I actually was considering asking you guys, probably do like a poll somewhere between like all the different socials, just get like a general idea, because like I don't intend to do like a debut or anything like that. I know most people that are VTubers do, but like I don't know, I just kind of feel like showcasing that shit later kind of thing. But I was obviously going to like ask you guys like if that was important to you or not, because obviously I think it normally shows off all the different stuff that you can do. But on the flip side, I could just do like a showcase video that's just like recording of all the different things I could do, or just show that like later or something like that in a later stream or something after I've like initially just appeared. Because like with this avatar and stuff, like my PNG tuber, I was still very new to streaming, and I tried to do one of those like, you know, so many likes or retweets and stuff like that to reveal my avatar and stuff. I ended up just having like literally people coming to argue with me about like what I was doing and stuff, and I was like so disillusioned. I did not even know if I wanted to even like bring in an avatar and stuff because of it, because it was just so hateful and shit. And I'm like, I just like one day just like went live and I had the avatar on screen and stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, this is a lot easier. And then like just kept existing, and people would pop in and be like, oh shit, you got an avatar and crap, and it's like, yes. You know. But yeah, I wanted to like gauge people's like care factor, because obviously I'm just one person, so it's not like I'm like a whole studio doing like all sorts of different stuff to add to it and stuff. Like being realistic, I'm just a person. So it'd really just be like showing you what my avatar could do, is able to do type stuff, you know. I also am pretty sure, Keelan, I saw a video on how VTube Studio makes like the throwing things and the head pats and stuff so simple. I think I now understand what you were trying to tell me with like it's really easy to add, but I'm not actively using VTube Studio. I'm using Video Tube Mini, so like I can't just easily add it to that. I could add it, but like, yeah, it's down the list. But apparently it's pretty easy to add in the other one. So yeah, that was interesting. It's just, it'll be on the mega list shit to add to that. But yeah, I just sort of mentioned that I actually saw a video that contained it, because like I didn't also understand how the fuck toggles work and stuff. Like I am just now starting to get into the understanding of how that works, which is helping, because what I'm working on is starting to make a little bit more sense when I'm watching a video and they're talking about stuff. I kind of get it. I kind of get a bit more about what the fuck they're trying to show. Because previously it was like, they'd say words, and mind you, like a good portion of the videos that I'm watching are in English, and there are a good handful that are non-English that I'm also following. But it essentially was just like listening to it in like non-English. It was a language I just didn't understand, had not encountered before. So like there's quite a lot to learn in amongst all of that kind of thing. I also will have to learn how to like add like fucking animations and shit. Like I thought idle animations were just like in the program, and I'm like, nope, you have to program that shit. So yeah, that was interesting to kind of learn. If I have the best advice for that is don't be afraid to ask for help, because things seem like they're super basic, very unknown to us. The only problem with that is that in the world of like rigging and streaming and stuff like that, is while there are plenty of people out there that are streaming and rigging and doing all this sort of stuff, it's not like I have like a boss or a senior or somebody like that I can actually ask. So like if you're working in like a company or something like that, you normally have like a supervisor, a manager, team leader, somebody like that can kind of give you guidance. In this, like I can just imagine there are people out there that have people inboxing them every single day about like, you know, the most basic questions, when the answer is Google it, or there's probably a tutorial out there for it, you know. So like I don't really have anybody that I can ask. Like that's the only issue with streaming. That's why like when somebody comes in and they are a fellow streamer, I don't particularly mind like if there's some questions about streaming and shit, or like the avatar rigging and stuff, because I understand that like there really isn't like any, like the best thing you can probably do is watch somebody that has something along the lines of what you'd like to be doing or have, and try to understand how it works. And if they seem like they're open to questions and shit like that, maybe ask them. But I'm also like an exceptionally shy person. I know that doesn't come across when I stream and stuff, but like generally speaking, I mostly won't approach other people. Like if I've got to ask a question and stuff like that, asking for help and stuff is extremely difficult for me based on like trauma background and stuff like that. So like it's not as simple as just like stepping up and asking somebody. It's like, you know, even just to like, oh hey, can you like I don't know, in real life like step out of the way, or like, you know, carry this or something like that. It's like no thank you. I have my last trader coming in, and I need to find somebody that's awake for this. Did that actually? It's all good. I have plenty of trauma. I just don't really dabble into the conversations too much. One of those things where people kind of like just get like shock Pikachu when I eventually like just casually say something, and they're like, oh, that's massively fucked up. And I'm like, oh, is it? That's just normal for me. You know? Also, I see another orange horse getting around, and I don't see it being dead. So we're going to fix that in just a hot second. Labby is going to come down here and work on that. And I'm pretty sure you're an orange-hued horse, or... yeah, we're not supposed to have one of you. So somebody's breeding these fuckers, and I thought it could be the one that was over here, but I did see it in here getting butchered, so we must have a second one. And maybe I hadn't noticed that it got born because I've been mostly hanging around the food for a while, trying to like fix that shit up. So yeah, I mean, was it for me? It's just I feel bad because it is there, but you know, yeah, I know. I think the thing is like, they say it's like the worst things happen to like nice people and stuff. I think that might be cream, actually. It's fine, it'll get culled. I don't know. I've had plenty enough like trauma and shit for without like being specific and stuff, like I've had more traumatic events in under 25 years of existence. I'm in like 38 now, but in under 25 years, in the space of about 10 years, than most people ever singularly encounter any one of them in an entire lifetime. And so yeah, there's been a lot of shit, you know. This happens to nicest people. Cream, what? Oh no, sorry. I said that the horse could possibly actually be a shade of cream instead of being purely orange, because now that the sun's rising, it's not quite as orange as like the plain leather that they're wearing. I've got like basically like a running thing in my colony that, if I can find my remote, that if it's an orange horse, it gets culled. Because I used to have an orange horse called Avalon in one of my first colonies, and he got like Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that. And so every single time I tried to leave the colony to do a quest or a caravan, he had a mental break, which meant that every single time I wanted to leave to do something, my horse was basically like mentally wandering and my colonists couldn't do anything. So by the time it finished mentally wandering, my colonists were having a mental wander because they hadn't slept or eaten or anything. This is back before RimWorld like let people fuck off and do other shit when somebody had a mental break. Beforehand, they'd just kind of keep staying near the caravan. They'd get hungry and tired and they'd collapse, and yeah, eventually they'd just kind of go berserk. So the problem was that he was bonded to somebody, which is when they had this heart. So he'd had a name and he was bonded, which meant that if I killed him, whoever he was bonded to would basically just have a mental break as well and try to kill everybody else in the colony. So I couldn't kill the fucker without serious ramifications, and at the time I was too new to the game to understand how to placate the situation. So yeah, we don't keep orange horses. If I get one and it's orange and I ever get an Avalon again, I'm killing it. I don't care who it's attached to.